Turn difficulties into opportunities. Jim Rohn, Jim Rohn, dedicated much of his life to helping individuals harness their inner resources and transform life's inevitable setbacks into catalysts for growth. Central to his teachings is the principle that difficulties are neither punishments nor dead ends, but invitations to develop new strengths, refine one's character, and uncover opportunities that would otherwise remain hidden. This deep dive into Rohn's philosophy on turning difficulties into opportunities will explore the underlying mindset shifts, practical strategies, real-world examples, and actionable steps you can take today to embrace adversity as a stepping stone toward greater success and fulfillment. The foundation of Rohn's philosophy, at the heart of Jim Rohn's approach, lies a profound understanding of human potential. He recognized that life's challenges are universal. Everyone, regardless of background or ambition, faces obstacles. What differentiates those who thrive from those who stagnate is not the absence of adversity, but the ability to respond constructively to it. Rohn often emphasized that our external world mirrors our internal state. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. From this viewpoint, difficulties become directional signals, markers that indicate areas in which we must grow, adapt, and recalibrate our course. Rohn's teachings draw heavily on the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and classical self-improvement traditions, yet he rendered them accessible through relatable anecdotes and clear, practice-oriented language. He believed that every setback carries within it the seed of an equivalent benefit. This conviction forms the bedrock of the opportunity mindset, a way of perceiving challenges not as burdens, but as gifts. Understanding the nature of difficulties. To turn difficulties into opportunities, we must first dissect what difficulties truly are. Rohn defined difficulties as events or circumstances that push us beyond our current comfort zones. By their very nature, they challenge our existing skills, beliefs, and behaviors. Far from being random misfortunes, Rohn saw difficulties as tailor-made for each individual's growth path. "Don't wish it were easier," he famously said. "Wish you were better." This reframing invites us to view the world not as a comfortable playground, but as a dynamic arena for personal evolution. Difficulties manifest in myriad forms: professional setbacks, failed relationships, health crises, financial shortfalls, or simply the inner turmoil of fear and doubt. Yet, beneath the surface diversity lies a common kernel. Every difficulty tests our capacity for adaptation. When we resist or resent these tests, we squander their transformative potential. Conversely, when we welcome them, we access a vast reservoir of learning and development, cultivating the opportunity mindset. Adopting an opportunity mindset begins with self. Rohn urged his students to engage in daily reflection, asking themselves, what challenge did I face today? How did I respond? What lesson can I extract? Such disciplined introspection shifts our focus from why is this happening to me to what is this teaching me? Over time, this mental habit rewires neural pathways, making constructive responses to adversity increasingly automatic. Rohn also recommended the regular use of affirmations and visualization by affirming statements like, "I grow stronger with every challenge," and visualizing oneself navigating obstacles with composure and creativity. One primes the subconscious mind for positive action. This combination of conscious intention and subconscious conditioning forms a powerful feedback loop, reinforcing resilience and innovation. Practical strategies for transformation beyond mindset. Rohn offered concrete techniques to leverage difficulties, pause and assess rather than reacting impulsively. Take a moment to breathe and observe the situation objectively. Ask, what facts do I know? What assumptions am I making? This reduces emotional hijacking and clarifies the real nature of the problem. Break it down. Large challenges can feel insurmountable. Decompose them into smaller, manageable tasks. As Rohn advised, success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Tackling bite-sized steps builds momentum and confidence. Seek mentors and models. Difficulties often require new skills or perspectives. Identify someone who has navigated a similar problem and studied their approach. Ron's own life was marked by mentorship under Earl Schoaf, and he credited much of his success to modeling proven principles. Leverage resources, utilize books, courses, networks, or technology to fill knowledge gaps. Today's digital age offers unprecedented access to learning materials, an opportunity Ron would have wholeheartedly embraced. Embrace temporary discomfort. Growth demands a willingness to feel discomfort, whether through deliberate cold showers of new experiences or challenging one's own routines. Stepping outside comfort zones forges resilience muscles. Illustrative examples: business setbacks. Consider the entrepreneur whose startup fails to secure funding. A defeat that can breed despair instead becomes a prompt to revisit the business model, refine the value proposition, and strengthen the pitch. In Ron's worldview, rejection is not a verdict on one's worth, but a redirection toward a more viable path. The failures of companies like Airbnb and Uber, initially rejected by investors, underscore this principle. Early no's spurred founders to iterate and ultimately achieve massive success. Personal relationships. A relationship breakdown can feel devastating. Ron encouraged individuals to mine these painful experiences for self-insight. What communication patterns contributed to the conflict? Which personal beliefs or habits require adjustment? By distilling lessons and adopting new behaviors, such as active listening or setting healthy boundaries, one transforms heartbreak into a crucible for deeper emotional intelligence. Health challenges. Health crises test both body and spirit. When confronted with illness, Ron advocated focusing on controllable factors: nutrition, exercise, stress management, and mindset. Reframing a diagnosis as a wake-up call to live more intentionally can inspire profound lifestyle improvements. Many cancer survivors credit a new lease on life attitude for discoveries of strength and purpose they might never have found otherwise. Integrating the principle into daily life to make turning difficulties into opportunities more than a lofty ideal. Integrate it into daily routines. Morning journaling. Begin each day by listing potential challenges and preemptively brainstorming opportunity-focused responses. Evening reflection. End with 3 opportunity highlights: instances where a difficulty revealed a growth moment. Accountability partner. Share your reflections with a friend or coach who can help maintain focus and celebrate progress. Goal setting with contingency plans for each goal. Identify likely obstacles and plan responses in advance. This forethought reduces paralysis when difficulty arises, overcoming common obstacles to adoption, even with the best intentions. Many struggle to apply Ron's principles consistently. Common hurdles include emotional overwhelm. Intense emotions can short-circuit rational thinking. Mindfulness practices and breathing exercises help regulate reactions. Fixed mindset. Believing abilities are innate and immutable stifles growth. Study Carol Dweck's research on fixed versus growth mindsets to reprogram limiting beliefs. Lack of support. Surrounding yourself with pessimists undermines opportunity thinking. Actively seek out communities, online groups, and mastermind circles aligned with positive action. By identifying and addressing these barriers, you strengthen the structure supporting your new mindset. The role of discipline and consistency. Jim Rohn famously said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Turning difficulties into opportunities is not a one-off skill, but a discipline to be practiced daily. Just as a muscle atrophies without regular use, resilience and creative problem-solving wither if neglected. Commit to small, consistent acts, daily readings, brief meditations, periodic check-ins that reinforce the habit of opportunity-oriented thinking. The ripple effects in leadership and influence. Leaders who exemplify the ability to convert setbacks into strategic advantages inspire teams to embrace change and innovation. When a project fails, a leader's calm appraisal and constructive framing set the tone for collective learning. Rather than blame, this approach drives organizational agility, fosters trust, and cultivates a culture where failure is seen as an integral part of progress. Ron advised that true leaders don't shield their followers from every hardship, but guide them in extracting lessons. This mentorship model not only accelerates individual development, but also strengthens the entire system's capacity to adapt and thrive. Measuring progress, indicators of mastery. As you apply these principles, monitor key indicators: emotional Regulation. Are you able to stay composed when facing unexpected challenges? Response speed. Do you shift from reaction to assessment more quickly over time? Resourcefulness. Have you developed a wider network of mentors, tools, and strategies? Outcome improvement. Are you achieving better results by leveraging difficulties? For example, resolving crises faster or innovating under pressure. Tracking these metrics offers concrete evidence of growth and highlights areas needing further attention.